this is Dave from cheapwinefinder.com, and we have yet another companion podcast for a wine we just put on the cheapwinefinder.com website. It's one that this is the 2017 vintage of this wine, and the 2016 vintage of this wine was the number one post on our website for about a year and a half, month after month after month. This particular wine got more hits than anything else. And, we had we have close to 2,000 reviews on that site. And so this was a super popular wine. And it's got a weird name if you ask me. It's the Moon X Black Pinot Noir 2017. You can find it at Trader Joe's for $6.99. So on the internet, there's someone out of New York selling it for $9.99. I didn't see anybody else selling it, but it seems like it's not a Trader Joe's exclusive. It's California where the grapes are grown. I think the company that makes it's out of Lodi, but not that matters. And this is kind of a wine sort of based after the Meiomi Pinot Noir, which was about an $18 Pinot Noir that did not taste like Pinot Noir. I think there was some Petit Syrah. I forgot the other grapes that are in there. To have Pinot Noir or Merlot or Chardonnay on the front label, you have to have 75% of those grapes in the bottle. And so you can put 25% of something in still a single varietal wine, and they put 25% of some kind of really juicy, actually delicious grapes in that bottle. The purist hated it. It was like, oh my God, what do they do? It's the most horrible thing in the world. And the guy who founded it, he was part of the Wagner family who does Caymus, sold the company for $350 million. That's a B, not an M. He sold it for $330-something million. So I guess not paying any attention to what the purists like is, you can't go wrong. So Trader Joe's and Moon X Black Pinot Noir kind of went the same way. And that's, for me, if I'm going to have a wine, at $20 for the Meiomi, you can start getting some pretty decent Pinot Noirs. And I'm actually a Pinot Noir fan. I like the real deal Pinot Noirs. But this stuff tastes good. So I don't really, just because it has Pinot on the label doesn't mean it, doesn't mean I can't like it because it doesn't taste like a Pinot Noir. And it's ripe, but not overly ripe. This is fairly balanced. I was rereading the 2016 vintage one, and that one I thought it was a food wine. I don't think this one is a food wine. This is more of a sipping party wine. So there must be a difference somewhere in the production somehow, but it's not bad. It's a soft, smooth, kind of tasty, fairly balanced, not over the top, not overly sweet, not overly big and jammy, but big, balanced, smooth. Tastes good. What else do you want? I'm going to take a sip. Yeah, I wouldn't really, if you're looking for Meiomi Pinot Noir for a third the price, this probably isn't going to do it for you if you're a big fan of that one. But if you're looking for a $6.99 red blend that's soft and smooth and goes down easy, yeah, fine. This actually tastes pretty good. It's nice rounded fruit flavors. There's a bit of chocolate, a bit of cream. There's plums. There's cherries. There's raspberry. Maybe a little tart cranberry towards the finish. Creamy vanilla. Heck. All in something that in a wine. What else can you ask for? Especially at this price point, where it's got some body to it. And it doesn't have I can't remember, to be honest with you, the 2016. It's been a while. But I thought it was a food wine, and I don't think this is a food wine. It just doesn't have the structure, doesn't have the acidity, doesn't have that edge that you need to be a food wine, but you can have it with burgers and everything else. I just think it's better sipped, and it's a party wine. And that's kind of something to think about with the holidays coming up. Here's a red blend that tastes really good in a $6.99. Keep a couple of bottles on hand. I don't know where you put the bodies, but keep the bottles on hand. And, you can get 3 of these bottles for $20. People come over, you have a party, pop the top, it goes down smooth. You're going to be talking about the year, you're talking about friends. I mean, this isn't a contemplation kind of wine. This is easy to drink. You didn't know you finish it, so you put your glass out for some more. You're just going to have fun. And that's not a bad thing, having fun. For a party wine that costs $6.99 and it has a name like Moon X, which doesn't make any sense to anything. And it's called black, but it's actually purple. And I don't know what else to say about it. That it is $6.99. It's a tasty bottle of a red blend. It's not a Pinot Noir, even though it says Pinot Noir on the label. Well, I guess it is, because there is Pinot in the 75% of it at least is Pinot, but it don't taste like Pinot to me. But that is fine with me because I like it the way it tastes. So this is a short one. There's not too much to say. It's a party wine. Stock up if you feel like it. Give it an audition for the holidays. It's Moon X Black Pinot Noir 2017. That's it for me. Over and out until the next time. I think I've got another Halloween wine coming up before too long, in a couple of days, because we got to get bottles that look good on the table for Halloween parties. And then after that comes the holidays. We start going upscale and having some fun with that stuff, the bubbles and everything else. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Over and out from me. Keep it cheap, and that's it.